In a world obsessed with scrolling, one hero takes the road less traveled and calls his friends to talk. Welcome to the age of the endless scroll, where the thumb is king and time, well, is just something you kill. Funny, isn't it? How we've become so engrossed in the digital world that we've forgotten the simple joy of a personal connection. Imagine this, a device built to connect us, yet we often find ourselves more isolated, trapped in our little bubbles of self-curated realities, lost in the sea of likes, shares, and comments. The art of conversation seems to be fading away. But hold up, let's not forget that our phones are capable of more than just scrolling. They can bring laughter, share stories, offer comfort, and above all, they can bring us closer to the people who matter to us. So, in the sea of endless scrolling, do you ever stop to dial a number? Imagine taking the road less traveled, using your phone not just to scroll, but to reach out. Picture yourself dialing a friend's number, hearing their voice, and sharing a hearty laugh or a moment of silence. It's a simple, yet powerful act, a testament to the human spirit's resilience and longing for connection. In the hustle and bustle of this fast-paced world, we often forget that our phones are more than just portals to the digital realm. They are bridges to the people who matter most to us, tools for building and nurturing relationships that transcend time and distance. Sharing life's journey with friends, one call at a time, brings a sense of fulfillment and happiness, unmatched by any number of likes or retweets. It's about slowing down, being present, and truly connecting with others. It's about choosing quality over quantity, conversation over scrolling, connection over isolation. Isn't it time to put down the scroll and pick up the call? Remember when phones were just for talking? When you dial a friend's number just to say hello? Those were the days, weren't they? Days when we allowed ourselves the luxury of time, the joy of connection, and the beauty of conversation. We've all heard that age-old saying, "A friend in need is a friend indeed." But have you ever thought about how that friend becomes a friend indeed? It's through connection, through conversation, through shared laughter and tears. Think about it. How many times have you found solace in a friend's voice at the end of a tough day, or felt your spirits lift when you hear a friend's laughter? That's the power of connection, my friends. There's a quote by American author C.S. Lewis that goes, "Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, 'What, you too? I thought I was the only one.'" And isn't that the truth? It's through these shared experiences, these shared conversations, that we find our tribe, our people. So, in this world where scrolling seems to be the order of the day, let's take a moment to remember the power of conversation, the joy of connection. It's not about how many followers you have or how many likes your posts get. It's about those meaningful connections that make life worth living. So, ask yourself, when was the last time you dialed a friend's number, not for any reason, but just to connect? It's time to reclaim the true power of your phone, the power of connection. Now, I'm not suggesting you toss your phone into the nearest body of water and retreat into the wilderness. No, that's a little dramatic even for me. But consider this, what if we started using our phones less like a mindless scroll machine and more like a tool for meaningful connection? You see, the most fulfilling moments in life aren't usually spent alone, staring at a screen. They're often shared with friends, family, and loved ones. There's a certain magic in hearing a familiar voice on the other end of the line, a comfort that no amount of likes or shares can replicate. Our phones, believe it or not, were designed for this very purpose, to bring us closer to those we care about. And let's be honest, a well-timed call can do wonders. It can brighten someone's day, mend a broken relationship, or even just serve as a reminder that you're not alone in this wide, chaotic world. So, here's your call to action. Next time you find yourself reaching for your phone out of habit, pause. Instead of opening your favorite scrolling app, why not dial a friend, share a laugh, a story, or just a simple, "How are you?" You might be surprised at the difference it makes. So, next time you reach for your phone, slow down, dial a friend, and strengthen your community that values meaningful relationships. Trust me, it's a conversation worth having. Talking about slowing down, let's take a moment to draw a parallel from nature. You've heard the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? The slow and steady tortoise ends up winning the race against the swift hare. It's a tale as old as time and a lesson that's more relevant today than ever before. In our fast-paced, always-on society, it's easy to get caught up in the speed of it all. We scroll, we swipe, we consume content at a breakneck speed, but what if we slowed down? What if, like the tortoise, we took our time to reach out, to connect, to communicate? It's a radical thought, isn't it? Much like the tortoise, we too can take our time to make meaningful connections, to engage in real conversations. Remember, the turtle didn't rush. It moved at its own pace, slow and steady, and yet it reached the finish line. So why can't we do the same? Next time you reach for your phone, remember the tortoise, slow down, dial a friend, and savor the conversation. After all, it's not about how fast you get there, it's about the journey. And trust me, the journey is always better when shared with others. So, be the turtle in a world full of hares. Trust me, it's a conversation worth having.